So let's get straight into this 26th middle part bust down quick weave. So what I'm doing right here is I'm just pre-parting my middle part. So I parted the middle first so I can know exactly where my middle part falls, and then I parted around the middle part. So I'm just sectioning that off. And then I'm just going to braid that down the middle so I can move it out the way. So as y'all can see, my section off is not perfect. It's definitely not perfect. It's leaning to the side a little bit, but that's okay. As long as I get the middle part correct when I part my hair after it's done. So I'm gonna have a little bit of leave out on the sides because I don't want the tracks to be visible in any way, and I just feel like it looks more natural when you have a little bit more leave out on your edges as well. So for the braid down, I feel like the base of your quick weave is the most important part because it's going to determine how your quick weave will lay. So you don't want any bumps, any humps, nothing like that. I do have a relaxer in my hair, so I knew that my hair was already pretty much going to be flat, so I can do bigger braids. If your hair is more thick or more full, then you want to do smaller braids. But the braids don't have to be perfect. I just feel like as long as you have a good layout, you're good. And I know some people that do their quick weaves that don't even braid their hair because they're either not a braider or they just don't want to do that extra step. If you don't braid your hair, then you can look up tutorials on how to do a quick weave without braiding your hair. Some people just slick it back in a ponytail, and that's fine too. You just need to make sure that it is super flat. So what I'm doing in the back is I'm just putting it in a small ponytail, and I'm going to flip it up, as you can see now, and then I'm going to pull the hairs down so that the back of my, like the nape area, like my hairs aren't pulling, because I hate that. I don't want the back of my heads to be irritated. I don't want strings to be pulled, so I'm just pulling it out to make sure it's not too tight. So before I do anything else, I do need to moisturize my hair because I'm probably going to have this quick weave on for like, I don't know, like 3 weeks if it stretches that long. I'm going to try to make it stretch that long. So I have pink lotion, and then I'm also using Super Grow as well to put on top because I just want to make sure that it's super, super moisturized. Now, I would suggest using a black cap, but because I didn't have one, I had to use whatever I had. So we're going to make it do what it do. We're going to make it work. So you want to put the cap on your head like so. And then just to make it easier, I am going to cut out the earpiece so that I can make sure that I don't mold my ears down in the cap, or it's just easier to get around the perimeter of your ear if you cut that little piece out. I did start molding my hair on the side, as you can see, but I stopped because I wanted to cut the earpiece out. So you want to mold around the perimeter first. I can do it without outlining my leave out, but if you need to outline your leave out on your cap with like a white liner or a white pencil or something like that, then do that. It just makes it easier so you're not molding down your leave out. But me, I've been doing this for I don't know how long, so I pretty much know where my leave out is at just by looking at it or just by feeling it. So you want to put the molding, of course, all over your hair except on your edges and except on your leave out. So I'm going to take the time to do that. So as you can see, I'm done molding my hair down. I am going to use the dryer to dry that mold a little faster. And the hair that I use is from Amazon. It is Beauty Queen brand. I did get 3 bundles of 26-inch unprocessed virgin hair. And this is my first reaction of the hair. Like, I didn't even open it until I wanted to make the video. The hair is super, super soft. It doesn't have any smells to it, and honestly I was surprised because like the bundles are really good. I paid I think $210. I will go back and look and put it on the screen as well. It has a lot of body to it. Again, no smell. It's super soft. The wefts are double. This is the glue that we are going to be using today, just regular old hair glue, nothing crazy. So the first thing you want to do is measure your bundles before you glue it on. That is the most important step because you want to make sure that you're placing it in the right spot and that it fits in the spot that you want it to go in. So I'm going to measure every single piece of hair that I'm going to glue on my head. So while I'm gluing these tracks on my head, what I kind of do is like I use my finger to guide exactly where I'm putting the track because I can't see the back of my head. So a little bit further up in the video, I'm going to turn around and show y'all how I like use my finger to guide exactly where I want the track to lay. And then also while you're laying down your tracks, you want to double them up in the back and not at the top of your head, because if you double them up at the top of your head, then it might look lumpy, it might not be as smooth. So in the video you'll see me place maybe like 2 tracks in the same exact spot, but it's only in the back of my head. So once you get to a certain point in the back of your head, instead of curving the bundles, you want to start going straight across, if that makes sense. Like in the beginning, I put one track from one side of my head all the way to the other side. You don't want to do that once you get like to where I'm at right now. You want to start going straight across. So now that I'm getting towards the top of my head, as you can see, instead of going straight across, we are now curving it again from one side to the other. And you're going to do that the rest of the way, pretty much. So this is the last track that I'm putting on, and you want to put it as close to the mold and your leave out as you can possibly get it. I am blow drying the rest of it down just to make sure that it is completely dried before I start cutting the cap off. And please, please, please be careful while you are cutting your cap off, because I almost snipped a couple pieces of my own hair. And that is pretty much it with the whole process. After that, you can style it however you would like. In this part of the video, you guys do see that my leave out is brown. I did have to go to the hair store the same day and get some black dye, some black semi-permanent dye to dye my leave out, because it just looked tacky. Like you'll see, I did a before and after I dyed my hair, and baby, that brown was not hitting for nothing. My head looked a hot mess. So I am styling it here, but later on in the video you'll see that I did dye my hair and style it again. So this is the final result after dyeing my hair, well, dyeing my leave out black. It just looks 10 times better. Everything just looks so sleek and well put together. It looks way more natural. So yeah, that pretty much concludes this video. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting. Until next time, bye guys.